All right, welcome back to the live broadcast, coming to you from Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. Thanks so much to all of you for tuning in wherever you happen to be in the world, working at home, working at the office, working anywhere that our new hybrid world allows and encourages. Cisco is all in. We are so glad that all of you are as well. My name is Steve Moulter. We have still got a ton of great content coming at you over the next 2.5 hours, right up to and through our closing keynote with Pierluigi Collina and Wendy Mars, and that's going to kick off at 5:30 Central European time, so set those alarms. In just 15 minutes, we are going to head into our IT leadership opening keynote, starting with Fletcher Previn. Fletcher is our new Cisco CIO, and he's going to share his vision and his strategy for the future of IT. But first, we're going to head out to the sustainability zone right down there, where Cedric DeValder is all abuzz with Beehive Assembly. Hello, Cedric.
Steve, exactly. I'm here at the sustainability zone, and there's such a buzz going on. I'm so happy to be here, right? Look, they're clapping because we're here. But yes, no, so I'm here in the sustainability zone. It's all about Cisco smart workspaces here, and luckily I have one of my good bee friends with me, Nav, who will explain us a little bit more about this. So Nav, hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you so much.
Great, so we're here at Cisco Smart Workspaces. What is Cisco Spaces?
I mean, Cisco Spaces is our real-time location services platform. Predominantly, we take telemetry from our wireless infrastructure, all of our Cisco customers out there that also have integrations with our WebEx portfolio, as well as our Meraki cameras and IoT services. I mean, here we've got a quick example of our 3D maps. This is actually our New York office, Pen 1. I can walk into our offices, see very quickly in a visual representation of which rooms are available, which rooms are not. I can click on that room. I can quickly see some very quick telemetry like the air quality, the temperature, humidity levels, and I can even go ahead and book that meeting room and it'll be reflected on my calendar too.
Great. So we're here. It's all about sustainability at Cisco Live, EMEA here in Amsterdam. How is this helping? Like, I'm a customer. How is this helping me with my sustainability goals?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, one of the main things that we can do in terms of helping our customers satisfy their sustainability goals is to be able to use dynamic telemetry to trigger actions against some of their environmental controls. So as an example, I know if somebody is in that room in real time. I can take that data and push it to the cloud, and that moves over to a building management system with some of our third-party partners. They can take that data and, for example, turn the lights off, drop the air conditioning system by a few degrees. All of those things across large estates, you can imagine how much that's going to help our sustainability goals.
Great, and the cool thing is we talk about hybrid work here as well, so this links in perfectly with our WebEx collaboration platform as well, because all of our products or most of our devices have sensors in them, right?
Yes, absolutely. And this is an example of one. This is a WebEx board, and it has built-in telemetry sensors. So all the things that you saw here in terms of room temperature, humidity, and more, as well as leverage the cameras to understand not only if somebody is in that room, but how many people are in that room. So I think the final point really to mention is Cisco Spaces is that glue between bringing all of our architectures at Cisco together as a control point, and we have integrations with not only our architecture, but so many third parties to help our customers create a safe, seamless, and smart workspace.
Great, and it seems like there are loads of use cases, right? So of course we don't have time, unfortunately, to cover all of them because there are loads, but if I want to learn more as a customer about, and see they're clapping for you now, like this was a really great demo, but if you want to know more about Cisco Spaces, where do we go to find out more about the use cases?
Yep, so really simple, spaces.cisco.com. Check us out there, lots of information and content. You can reach us to the team directly and we can help you with this journey.
Awesome, great, thank you so much, Nav. That was awesome. So I'm gonna walk to my bee friends because they're building bee hotels over here. So I wanna know a little bit more about that. So hey, Millie, how are you?
Yeah, well, thank you. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Enjoying my time here at Cisco Live, and I'm excited to know about the Beehive, Beevibe, hotel. So like, let's go into it. Like, what is this about?
So we are drawing a connection between sustainable buildings and sustainability. Because bees in nature, they regulate their hives, they regulate their spaces. That's exactly what we're doing with Cisco Spaces as well, inside employee buildings, making safe, smart workspaces for people. So we've partnered with Beevive for manufacturing these bee hotels, and we're going to donate them to a Dutch NGO called Wellbeing. We had to have a goal this week to create 200 bee hotels for solitary bees that are going to be distributed across the Netherlands. And I think we've just about done it. So we're pretty happy, yeah.
I mean, I'm a happy bee for sure, but they're laughing at me, but I'm having so much fun here. I'm gonna build one myself later on, Millie, so I'm sure you can help me with that as well. But how did you guys come up with starting this initiative?
I don't know. It was our director Tina that really came up with it, and she's really been the initiator of all of this. But you know, connected to Cisco Spaces, you can find out more about this on our website as well, and we'd be really happy to talk to everyone about it.
Great. And then, I mean, I'm going to build one myself right now in just a minute, but I think we can throw it back over to the studio once again to Steve. So Steve, I'm going to stay a little bit busy here, but I'm sure you're busy there as well.
Cedric, bravo. You've pulled out literally every bee trope that there is. Congratulations for hitting every single one of them. I think that was brilliant. Thanks as well to Millie and to Navid for helping us out with that fantastic story over there at Beehive. Remember, keep reaching out to us up to the end of the show using hashtag Cisco Live EMEA. If you have missed anything throughout our broadcast, you're going to find every bit of it waiting for you in the on-demand library at ciscolive.com. Now, back on Monday, before the show even opened up, Nish Parker had an opportunity to sit down with Kelly Jones. Kelly is Cisco's Chief People Officer. Kelly is all about enabling the right people in the right positions, so we really maximize on everybody's skills. Now more than ever, I know we're a technology company, but we've got to focus on our people. So Kelly and Nish talked about upskilling. She talked about filling the talent gap. We're going to roll that VT for you right now, and then I will meet you right back here in a little over 5 minutes. Here we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Nish Parker and I'm here with Kelly Jones, our SVP and Chief People Officer. So Kelly, thank you so much for joining us and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So how are you feeling? Obviously we're here back at Cisco Live in person, the energy is great. What's it been like for you?
It's been so amazing to spend time with our customers and partners. The energy in this event is infectious. Clearly people are very excited to be back together and there's a ton of learning going on. It's fun to watch.
For sure. And we get to do that by going around the show floor, right? And getting to speak to lots of people. So as part of the Cisco Live program this week, we have the IT Leadership Program for those leaders that really want to take their leadership skills to the next level in the industry. So what would you say are some of the things that you're hearing from customers? I know you've got a session and you're a key part of that track.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Our customers are very interested in what Cisco's doing with regards to sustainability. There's a lot more energy around this topic than I've seen at past Cisco Lives. It's really fascinating. There's also a huge effort to understand how to bring together the technology, the people, the space, and the policy side to have a really robust hybrid working environment. I've been spending a lot of time listening to our customers and partners about their strategy, about the Cisco strategy, and how we can help enable full hybrid work in their organizations.
And that's obviously the listening side, right, of customers. And I know you and El Kavanagh Lomas, our VP of People and Communities here in EMEA, also had a session as part of the IT leadership track. It's all about hybrid work. So maybe you could tell us a little bit around what was covered in that session, what you would like people to take away around hybrid work.
Yeah, I would be happy to. One of the things that we really grounded in is the fact that the world has changed dramatically over the last 3 or 4 years. And when you think about people and what they're looking for in organizations and what they're expecting from organizations, it requires us to take a bit of a step back and rethink some of the classic talent management practices that we may have. So Elle and I spent some time talking about hybrid work, how to fully pull together that intersection of people, spaces, and policy and technology to ensure that you have a strong plan. But we also went deeply into some of the classic areas around attracting talent in a new hybrid world. We discussed some of the specifics that our data tells us are more and more important to candidates. Obviously, in the year 2025, I think, millennials are going to be 75% of the workforce. So how do we ensure that we're prepared for that in terms of how we're attracting talent? We also spent a lot of time on the people leadership side, because I would argue that nothing has changed more than people leadership over the last few years.
Right.
Some of the things that we've typically looked for people leaders to do in terms of delivering business results is still very relevant, but now we're also asking them to show up and be compassionate and communicate really well with their employees and ensure that they're connected to their employees. So the landscape for leadership has changed dramatically. So we think obsessively about how can we show up and be better people leaders. And then we also talked a little bit about attrition, what our attrition survey at Cisco told us, what we know to be true, what creates stickiness and retention with employees in terms of attachment to your brand and to your organization. So it was a fun session.
Right, for sure. And you mentioned obviously hybrid work and some of the challenges, around attraction, retention. What are some of the things that customers would come to, Cisco on in terms of challenges that they're looking to solve with, obviously the technology side of things as well as the people where they really come together?
Yeah, there's three really large things that I hear all the time. The first is around inclusion. So how do we create a fully inclusive environment when we know that 99% of the meetings are now hybrid? And so we actually have a really good story to tell in this with our Cisco technology. We were working this way well before the pandemic came.
Right.
We actually have technology that allows complete inclusion in the meetings with people focus and many of the other dynamics with WebEx. So that comes up a lot. How do we create the right rituals to ensure full participation and inclusion in our meetings? The second thing that people are really tracking is the impact to early in career. People who might have started as a first job out of university at their organization during the pandemic, and how do we ensure that they're getting the right level of training and mentorship and connections across the organization? There's concern about that.
Right.
And then the third thing that always comes up is culture. How do we maintain culture in an organization in a fully hybrid world? So these three things are constantly questions and conversations I'm having with our customers and partners.
For sure, and these are times where we have to adapt and we have to learn new ways of leadership, and the culture of lots of organizations is changing, right? So I love what you said there. That really helps to ground and help leaders take things to the next level. Obviously, we're here at Cisco Live, which some would perhaps say is a technology show. Tell us about the people side of that, because that's really exciting. I mean, we have some sessions here. What else is it that you want people to take away from this technology show around the people side of things?
Yeah, it's fascinating. We are a little bit of a one-off talking about the people side at a technology show, but one of the things that I would offer is every organization's services and products are an output of the talent that they have in that organization. So ensuring that you take the time to develop a really strong people strategy aligned to your business strategy that is also forward-looking is a critical investment. So in our session, we really tried to kind of bring home that this is valuable time that we spend understanding the human experience and how to align these to our business strategies.
Amazing. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for joining me in the studio today.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic interview, Nish. And our thanks to Kelly Jones, Cisco's Chief People Officer. As we said on the way into this VT segment, I'll say it again on the way back out, this is a human-first company. We talk about technology all the time, but anything that we build here at Cisco, it's only valuable, it's only important if it's actually serving our population. That's all of our Cisco people, that's all of our customers, all of our partners, the world at large. It's all part of positively affecting 1 billion people by the year 2025. It goes to sustainability, it goes to empowerment, it's all of the things that Kelly was just talking about, and we're so glad that all of you are a part of it. That is what being all in actually means. Now, in just a moment, we're going to head into our IT leadership segment of the conference. Think about what we've already been doing here on this final day of Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. We have created exceptional experiences for digital and human intelligence. We got an introduction to Cisco Emerging Technologies and Incubation Group, a great BU that is doing amazing, amazing work. We checked out Living Life on the Edge, everything from developers to ops. And we talked about hybrid work offers. Where are we now? Where are we headed in the future? So, like I said, right now, we're going to head into the IT leadership opening keynote. The role of IT today, leading with the experience. This features our new Cisco CIO, Fletcher Previn. Every moment that an employee spends struggling with a system, that's a minute that they're not actually doing the work that they were hired to do and the work that they are so passionate about. Well, that is a friction, and it's a friction that IT has a unique responsibility to solve for us. Fletcher Previn is going to look at the unique role and the responsibility of IT in shaping our culture and the employee experience in all of our enterprise organizations. We're going to send it over to Fletcher Previn in just a moment. We'll head into our IT leadership session. Stay with us all the way through the end of the day and our closing keynote with Wendy Mars and the amazing Pierluigi Collina. We're so glad to have you with us on the broadcast. Stay all in with us. Here we go right now.